Hey, welcome to my journey into another meal prep. Boy, we just about didn't have one today because I'm going to tell you what, when I woke up this morning, I was not feeling it. Me and Holly, and you'll see the chat and haul, maybe Monday, I'm not sure. I've got to film it. Me and Holly went out yesterday morning and got back almost at the time for me to get David up. I had time to throw him some spaghetti together, give him something to eat. I was going to make my smothered enchiladas. Did not have time. We were gone all day long, and we rode from city to city to city to thrift stores and a couple of Dollar Trees, of course. And so this morning my body was just, oh my gosh, it was screaming at me. I just did not want to come over here and cook, even though what I made today, super easy. It's very simple. It didn't take me long at all to make it. It didn't take me long at all. But I had my coffee and sat on the chair a little bit more and watched a little bit of TV. Got up. Hold on just a second. Sorry about that. Getting a little tickled. Had to go to Target. Well, I had to go get my medicine. And it's over there at Target. I need a new garbage can and a new broom, so that's why I just went to Target since I was on that side of town. And come in, it's raining outside. Y'all know I love a good rainy day. Who wants to do anything on a rainy day except just enjoy it? So what I did, I just come on in the house, got her done. So I feel accomplished. I feel better about myself. Now my body's still tired, but I feel more accomplished having done it and not just put it off. Because I was like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. No, tomorrow would come. I would have thought of some other reason. So I just well to do it. I guess being off last week didn't help either, because I had a week off without doing it, and that was nice. It was nice. I don't like prepping. I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like, oh, I love the meal prep, because I don't. I do it because I have to. It is something I have to have to help me stay focused and on track, because I'm telling you, when I am left alone to scrounge, it can get ugly really fast. And that's not even with ugly food in the house. Y'all feel me? So that's why I have to prep, even if it is just lunch and breakfast. Sometimes I add a snack in there, just not this week. So anyway, chat. Breakfast is a low-carb sausage gravy bowl. So it is over a couple scrambled eggs. And then lunch is, did I say breakfast? Okay. Lunch is low-carb chicken taco soup. And I upped the carbs a little bit because I added some corn. It's not in the recipe, but I just thought it sounded good. And corn's a whole grain. So I don't think, I'm have to limit my carbs, but 1 can of corn spread out over 5 servings of soup, I think is pretty good. I hadn't changed it in my recipe builder yet, but I will. So that's what we're doing today. Easy as can be, nothing hard to it. So how about turn around and just get straight cooking. To start our low carb sausage gravy, we need to cook our sausage. And this is what I've used. The last time I made something with sausage instead of my favorite nieces, and found out I really do like this. It's just the Butterball all natural turkey sausage, and it's very good. So we are just going to cook it. It tastes better than it looks when you see it, trust me. We're just going to cook it, chop it up until it is completely brown, and drain it. And then after I get it drained, I'll be back. Okay, the sausage is done and drained, and now I just need a half a teaspoon of xanthan gum. And I think you can get this in the regular grocery store these days. I can't remember where I found mine. I've just had it in here from whenever I did low carb, whenever that was, and we just want to stir that in. It is a great way to thicken sauces and gravies without having to use flour, which is not generally approved on the low-carb diet. Now we just need to add, the recipe calls for fresh sage, which I don't keep and I'm not going to buy. half a teaspoon of ground sage. That's how much I used last time, and it was very tasty. So I'm just going to mix that in. Now I have a cup of chicken bouillon. I made with the powdered chicken bouillon. And last time, you can use canned chicken broth, chicken stock, but I didn't want to open a whole can for that, so that's why I used the bouillon. And I found out if you do use bouillon like this, don't add salt at the end, because it was just a tad too salty. Without it, I think it'll be perfect. Now we just want to add just maybe a couple tablespoons at a time and stir it in. And I reduced my heat to about medium-low. Well, it's probably really more medium. We're just going to let this thicken, which is practically thickened as we've added it. Now, with your heat still on medium to medium-low, we're going to add, last time I'm pretty sure I used heavy cream because when I was doing low carb, I was more concerned with the carbs than like calories or anything like that. Now I'm kind of trying to watch both. So I'm going to use my half and half. It's the regular half and half just because my store's not been having fat-free or low-fat. So this is just 2 cups of half and half. And I feel certain you could use fat-free half and half. I don't see any reason you should not be able to substitute that. Now we are going to let this come up to the simmer carefully, because you can break your sauce in a minute if you get your cream going too hot and heavy. And y'all know I cook too high all the time, so I'm going to try really hard to baby this. The recipe called for red pepper flakes also, which I don't eat those, so I left those out. But you can spice it up if you want to. So let's just kind of let this come up to the simmer. And then we're just going to simmer it, stirring it kind of frequently until it thickens. And then that's all there is to it. Now we just need to soft scramble some eggs. I'm using 2 per bowl. So I got 12 eggs in here and a splash of half and half. And we're just going to scramble them soft, so they won't get too overly done when we microwave our bowl each morning. Okay, if you can see here, the gravy, it thickened up. Made a nice little gravy. And I'm going to make this into 6 servings. I'm not sure how much that will be. And I'm only using this for scooping because all my spoons are dirty in the dishwasher. But I'm hoping that 6 servings will be a good amount for each bowl. The recipe said it's 8 servings, but I don't need 8 servings. So if there's more, per bowl, then I'm fine with that. This made almost a perfect half cup per bowl. 6 servings. Almost a perfect. I just had a little bit to scrape out of the pot in a couple of the bowls. So maybe I could have done a little bit better. There's more sausage in this one than this one, but I'm good. So there is our low carb sausage gravy breakfast bowls. To make our low carb chicken taco soup, we make it in the Instapot. This is my 3-quart, so this should be plenty big enough. And I already have 1 pound of boneless skinless chicken breast in there. And I'm going to add, recipe calls for half a cup of onion. Y'all know how I do onion, till it looks like that's how much I want. So, and I keep it already chopped in the fridge, so it's ready to go. And I need 4 cloves of minced garlic, and I'm just going to eyeball. Hold on.
This is a reminder. Do you have meat to thaw? This is a reminder. Do you have meat to thaw?
That is what I have set up. Oh, I'm at the bottom here. Every day at 12:30, so that tells you what time it is. Every day at 12:30, she comes on to ask me, do I have meat to thaw? Because if she doesn't, I will forget. And as luck would have it, I do have meat to thaw. So as soon as I get this started, I'm going to go in there and get my meat out. Now, the spices. 1 tablespoon of cumin, a half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of paprika, and a half a teaspoon of salt. Then it calls for 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and a tablespoon of lime juice. And I am just using bottled that I have in the fridge. Now this is where I'm varying from the recipe. I'm adding a can of corn. I just wanted to have a little something extra. Corn is a carb, but it's a whole grain. And it's still going to be low carb. So I think I'm good to go on that. And then 1 can of chicken broth. And I did not drain my corn. If you saw that, the juice is not going to hurt anything. So yeah, I think we're just fine in this 3-quart. Then we just want to put the lid on. Do not forget to set your vent closed. We're going to cook it for 18 minutes on high. And after that, we're going to let it naturally release for 10 minutes. Y'all, I was doing it again. I was just talking and recording, and it didn't even turn the film on. Happens too often, I'm telling you. What I did was I took the chicken out, and you can shred it with 2 forks, but it was so tender, it just chopped up with my spoon. So just take your chicken out, shred it however you want to do that, and set it aside. Turn your pot off and put it on saute. You can see that did not, well, I wasn't recording, but it did not take but a second because the pot is already hot. And what we're going to do is add 16 ounces of cream cheese. Woo! And I'm just using the light cream cheese. Neufchâtel, however you say it. It's hard to get out of this. And we are just going to stir this, it says, constantly until the cream cheese has melted in. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. We're going to put, let me go ahead and turn that pot off, because this is not the last step, but we're going to put our chicken back in and let it sit here a minute while we go work on our cilantro. And I have not showed you my cilantro trick in a very long time, and I know I have some new subscribers that may want to know, because to me it's a game changer if you work with cilantro. So hang on, let's go to the other side of the kitchen. Okay, so I've already rinsed and patted my cilantro dry. Don't take it out of the Let's see. That one fell off. We'll just... Don't take it out of the... Oh, it come undone. I guess when I was drying it, that happened. Anyway, leave it in its little twisty. And then you're just going to take a fork and start raking through. Now, like this, you're going to have some that break loose because they're not in the twisty real good. You'll get some stems. It's not a perfect science, but I'm going to tell you what. It is so much better than standing there picking those leaves off one by one. I don't do that mess anymore. And even if I do get stems and have to pick those out, oh my gosh, this is so much better. Just break it through. I imagine you can do it with parsley too. I just don't cook with parsley a lot. So we're going to do one side. And then just turn it over and get whatever's left on the other side. So there you have your cilantro, and you can go through and get the big stems out that fell through. No biggie. And then we will just chop this up and go over and put it in our soup. So all we have to do now, oh, that looks good, is stir in our cilantro. Like I said, it says half a cup, but that's close enough, give or take. And we just need to stir that in, and our soup is ready. So we will divide it into our little containers, and then lunch will be done. Okay, so here's what we got for this week. We have our low-carb sausage gravy bowls, which is the sausage gravy just served over 2 soft scrambled eggs. And then we have our low-carb chicken taco soup. So I got 5 servings of each. So I got five good days of food, I do believe. I have not tasted the soup. It's super hot, but I did lick the spoon and it was good. So I think that'll be tasty. So all the numbers will be on the screen. So that will do it for me today. I hope that's going to keep me on track. And we are definitely staying on track because starting Monday, we are motivating each other for our Lose Not Snooze challenge. If you want to join in, just let me know because we're going to hit it hard. That's what we did on our Maintain Not Gain. We hit it hard. We're going to do that again. We're going to pick what we need to work on, and we're going to work on it. So that is all for this video, and I will see you on my next one.